newlywed.
Well, Danny was nice enough to drive me over, so...
Yeah, I know Michelle's not too crazy about being chauffeured around by Dietz, so... I gotta make a phone call, okay? But then, can we go get some breakfast?
Yes.
I'm starving. Okay. See you later. I'll be right back.
Okay, all right. Look, I have to talk to you. Come here.
What's going on now?
I can't do anything. You're watching me every second.
What do you want me to do about that?
I want you to call the FBI.
Michelle, you did this. Come on, you just told me to tell them to back off.
I know I did, but look, I got some new information, okay? Look, I got Danny to tell me about their family business.
He admitted they're doing something illegal, or what?
Well, yeah. I mean, I told you that I could do it, right?
Right, and I'm impressed.
Good.
I mean, obviously, he trusts you now.
Yeah, I guess.
He does more than trust you, as a matter of fact. He's falling all over you.
Well, yeah, he has his moments when he's protective and he's definitely really sweet sometimes, but that doesn't matter because no matter how sweet he is, if I have to hurt him to do this, that's what I have to do because it's the only way out, Drew.
I'll bring it. Hey, don't I always come through for you? So I'll be there soon. Just remember, okay? It's our secret. You know, I think you've been staring at that picture since we got home last night.
Can't stop thinking about how we let Harlan down. Not to mention the whole family.
What happened to rolling up our sleeves and starting all over again?
That's what comes with having a lousy night's sleep with images of Annie Dutton's two smiling faces dancing in your head.
Well, today we're at home with our family, and she's on trial for a long list of crimes.
Well, it's our word against hers.
Oh, come on now, Rita.
No, I mean it, Joshua. Even the DA said that all the new evidence we have is circumstantial.
Oh, what about Terry? She's going to testify, right, that Annie stole her identity, that she impersonated a police officer. That's not circumstantial.
Oh, no.
Not to mention the fact that Annie is a fugitive from the law and came back here to Springfield to terrorize us again.
Which is crazy.
Yes, it is.
Which is exactly what her sleazy lawyer, Ben Warren, is going to say. My client was incapacitated. A few months in a rubber cell ought to straighten her out.
It's not going to happen that way.
Well, I'm just tired. And I'm fed up. I mean, Cassie lost the love of her life, and we're losing our company, and Alan and Annie are going to ride off into the sunset scot-free to live happily ever after.
They are not. Now, I admit things would be a lot better if we had that tape that David made. That way we'd be able to nail Alan and Annie all in one shot, but we don't. That's the way it is.
It's a funny thing about that tape.
What?
Well, you know, when we told Alan that we had something that we wanted him to listen to, he was rattled, and he was more nervous than I've seen him in a long time. He didn't have any idea that Vicky had erased whatever was on that tape.
You're suggesting that Vicky made a copy?
I'm saying that Vicky is a very ambitious and smart young woman. If she had something on her good old Uncle Al, I don't think she'd just throw it away.
You know, sweetheart, I want to win this thing. I know you do too, but we both know the Spauldings. They fight each other every once in a while, but in situations like this, they stick together like a pack of jackals.
I know you're right. I guess it was just your turn to play cheerleader this morning.
Well, I guess I better go get the uniform on then. You want a cup of coffee?
Yeah, that'd be great. Maybe they're not all alike. And maybe it's time to find out just how smart Vicky really is.
Is someone trying to sell you something?
No, I've left 3 messages for Ben Warren at his office.
Well, maybe he's in court already.
No, the trial doesn't start for hours, Vicky. Now, where the hell is he?
Alan Ben knows what he's doing. From what everyone tells me, he's a great lawyer.
Yeah, well, he was a great lawyer before he became soft.
What are you talking about?
His relationship with Blake, it's clouded his mind and confused his priorities.
Alan, the man's in love. You're asking him to use her as a spy.
No, the only thing I asked him to do was get proof that Josh Lewis was involved in cloning. That's all.
And he said he'll do it.
Yes, his way, but that way is not going to work because the only way that's going to work is if Blake talks with Cassie.
You know, I think you're going to have to trust him on this one.
The cloning business is the key to keeping Annie out of prison, and I'm not going to let him blow it over a woman.
You know, for someone who's risking everything for a woman, you certainly aren't very sympathetic.
I hired Ben to do a job, and if he doesn't do it right, I'll bury him.
Oh, so what you're saying is Ben has to decide. Does he want a personal life or a professional one?
Well, we'll just see how ruthless Mr. Warren truly is.
Good morning.
Good morning.
You okay?
I sure am. Why?
Because I watched you toss and turn all night. Did you sleep at all?
Yeah. A lawyer I knew once said that winners toss and turn, losers sleep like babies.
That's what Ross used to... But of course.
Ross never defended Annie Dutton.
I'm not going to pretend that I'm happy about it. But if this is to help the Lewises get their company back, then I understand.
Oh, it's a big part of it, yeah.
Part of it.
Well, yes, I'm not going to lie to you about it. This is very big for you and me, too. You know? I'm tired of making a fat living representing the dross of society, being a nicely suited wage slave for whatever vermin comes out from under a rock with enough money to knock on my door. This is a chance for me to clear my conscience. You know? For you and me to have something real, maybe.
I'm not ashamed of you, Ben. I know who you are, and that's the only thing that matters.
No, that's not enough. It is important for me that you understand how big this trial is. This isn't just about Annie Dutton, is it? It is about you and me. But you cannot say a word about Lewis Oil until after this is over. We have to keep that quiet. Huh?
I understand.
Good. Very good. Our guest?
Hi. Thank you for inviting me to breakfast. Actually, it was Ben's idea.
Come over, have a sip. You holding up okay? Huh?
I'm fine.
Good. Good. I didn't know Hart that well, but I think he was a good man. You know, and I want to thank you for coming over here. These are terrible circumstances, but you should know that I think Blake needs you as much as you need her.
Don't you have a trial to get to?
You don't know what to think of me, do you? I'm representing your family's worst enemy, but you know I'm not Annie Dutton. I bear your family no ill will. All of Blake's friends are my friends.
That's nice of you to say.
Well, I mean it. You know. So I should leave you two so you can have a little chat, huh?
Good idea.
Okay. Oh, my. Okay. Lord. Okay, Katz, it was really nice to meet you. Oh, thanks. Thanks.
Cloning? What are you doing with cloning information?
Josh, what's the emergency? Eva took off. That's what's going on. What do you mean she took off? We were in this room. We were talking about the trial. She was upset about it. I went to get a cup of coffee, and I came back. She was gone.
Okay.
Well, maybe she went for a ride.
No, you don't know Reva. She was working up a head of steam over something.
About what?
Well, she has it in her mind that Vicky may have made a copy of the tape. Now, you know Vicky better than anybody. Do you think that's possible?
Well, you sure? It's definitely possible. I'd make a book on it.
Okay, I don't see any reason to stand around here any longer.
No. Hold on a minute, Josh. Now, Vicky's not going to give up anything. I mean, not if it means rolling over on that damn family that she wants so much to be a part of. Reva would have to kidnap her to get it.
Well, that's what I'm afraid of. Let's go.
Vicky, I want you to know how much I appreciate your efforts in helping me with this.
Well, that's what family's for.
Well, you've proven to be a Spaulding through and through.
You know, I'll take that as a compliment. And I'll return the compliment to you for having so neatly changed the subject.
Yes, Ben Warren, wasn't it?
Love versus ambition, you and Annie.
Well, I know you probably think I'm a fool for risking everything for Annie.
I'm in no place to judge.
Well, be my guest. Everyone else does. They think I'm crazy, and sometimes I think I'm crazy myself. But you know, they don't know Annie the way I know her. No, because before she came into my life, I thought of nothing but business. I had no inner life. But she changed all of that. She gave me passion again. Something I think that you will understand one of these days when you find someone to love.
Yeah, thought I already had.
David Grant.
I lied to him, Alan. I tricked him.
Don't forget, Vicky, he lied to you first.
Yeah, but he was doing a job.
And you were doing your job, Vicky. Don't ever second-guess yourself on that. You were helping your family. You did the right thing. Now, ever since you got here, you wanted to prove to us that you were a Spaulding. You were one of us, and you have done that. Now, if David Grant has problems with that, then he's not the man for you. I want you to know something, that I value you very much. I'm going to take care of you. That you can count on.
Maybe you're right. What's done is done.
That's right. Now, I've got to run and make sure that Annie is ready for her big day, but I will contact you later.
Just in case you forget how valuable I am, Alan.
I wouldn't worry about that, Vicky. Alan can spot a winner a mile away.